sing my song.
I can't forget when I started to rap. Jefferson High School with my pen and my pad. To me it was my way out, my own little voice. Who would've known that Gerard would blow up and make noise? Sitting in my room stressed out, gun in my hand. But the Lord spoke to me, then he changed that plan. Couple of years back, dreams weren't real to me. Didn't have enough heart to believe in me.
Yo, what's up? It's the one and only HipHopGamer, aka Mr. Shots Fired. You already know how it goes down, man. First off, one love, God bless. Thank y'all so much for the support. Please subscribe. Let's get it in. I'm a very loving, caring, spiritual person. You know what I'm saying? I said this before, but I'll say it again. I genuinely love everybody. It may sound crazy, it may sound like it's not normal, but we living in a time where negativity is the new normal, and that's just not for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody, and that's the beginning of how things can change, you know, in the world. You know what I'm saying? In the world that we're going to talk about, besides the world that we living in, let's talk about the world of gaming first. You know what I'm saying? And just the love and the appreciation and that energy that made us love games in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So there's something I want to bring to your attention, like something that I was really thinking about, and it was heavy on my heart. You know what I'm saying? So the title of this is called Games Journalism: The Love That Was Once Lost But Found, by HipHopGamer. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm doing this is because I recently posted a question on Twitter, and basically the question was saying, how did you feel when you first ever in your life played a video game? Period. How did you feel? People that didn't respond to this question that may watch this video, think about that question real quick. The very first time you ever played a video game in your life that you can remember, how did you feel when you did it? How did you feel? What was that moment? How did you feel when you played your very first video game? Now, a lot of people responded on Twitter, so you're gonna see images on this video. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see, shout out to everybody that responded. It's just so many, it's too many people to name, but when you see an image, you know what I'm saying, you know I'm giving you a shout out. But shout out to everybody that answered this question. Now, the first thing I noticed about this question is that every single response that I got was a positive response. Now, in this day and age, how often can one pose a question and get an all positive response? Not often, especially now in gaming, especially in today's gaming culture where everybody's either a pony or X-bot or a Wii, whatever you want to call them. I don't even know what they say for Nintendo Wii U right now. I don't even focus. Or a drone, a Nintendo drone, I think that's what they call it. But yeah, my goal when I first came in this industry back in 2007 was just to simply bring the love back. I felt that too much money, let me rephrase that, not too much money. I felt that because the industry got so big, and it's the biggest cash cow in overall entertainment, because that money is there, it eliminates the morals and the morale of the industry and the energy that we got towards it now, as opposed to how we grew up with it. You see what I'm saying? That's the first thing that I wanted to shed light on. Now, in terms of this question, how I got such a positive response, you know, I want to share my response with y'all on this video. The very first video game I remember playing was Pac-Man on Atari 2600. That was the first time I ever remember playing video games. Pac-Man, Atari 2600. My grandma's, rest in peace, hip-hop granny, you know what I'm saying? She put the joystick in my hand. It was a wrap. I was going hard. Like, it was so crazy that, like, because back in the day we ain't had no like monster cords and stuff like that, surge protectors and stuff like that. So we had to use those bootleg extension cords and everything like that, and the cord would get so hot that you couldn't keep playing, so you only had like an hour, 2 hours limit to play before it got too hot. I used to put my my cord in a freezer just so it could stay a little colder than normal, and then, like, I know it sounds crazy, but yo, I went to the extreme, man. I needed to play my games. That's how much I loved my games, man. For real. And I saw the same love with y'all when y'all responded back to that question. So, because of that, why is that missing in games journalism? Why is that missing in a lot of the consumers out there? Why is that same love that everybody felt when they first ever played a video game in their life? Why is that feeling, like, where did it go? Where did it exit? What was the moment that made you feel like you didn't love it no more? Or when did you feel that it was just cool to always be a critic and complain and nitpick and not enjoy what you fell in love with? Like what happened? You see what I'm saying? So that was like the first part that I wanted to get out. Now, being a critic versus being a gamer. See, in this day and age, when you got social media and there's a lot of money involved, you got YouTube celebrities now, you got all this other stuff going on, it appears that everybody wants to be a critic. And the reason why everybody wants to be a critic is because when a person critiques something, they feel that they are slightly above the next person when they are in a position to critique. Perfect example. If a singer goes on American Idol, they have to impress the judges. You know what I'm saying? Now, the judges are sitting on their pedestal, their podium, and they're waiting to be impressed by you so they could critique you and tell you that you're good or tell you that you're bad. And that feeling of what I say is law and what I say will determine your career, so you should listen to me. If not, you're dead, you're done in this industry. Like that condescending mentality, you know what I'm saying, of being a critic. And mostly every critic don't even know how to do what they're critiquing. That's the crazy part. A lot of people that are singing for certain judges, some of these judges don't sing or never even had a singing career. How can they even judge anything? Seriously. And even the people that do sing, it's not impossible for someone to come up on that stage and sing better than you, and you're a well-known singer yourself. I said all that to say is that being a critic versus being a gamer. See, when you're a gamer, you look at the game. You don't look at, oh, somebody tell you about a game and, all right, what's wrong with it? Oh, nope, they should have did that. Oh, nope, that should have been fixed. Oh, no, I don't like that. Oh, no. I never seen so many people in game journalism that was so quick, so excited to tear a game apart, when the reason why they got into games journalism or the game industry in the first place is to build the industry up, dog. You see what I'm saying? How ironic is that? It's crazy. So the reason why I'm bringing up this topic is because there's a road that we have to walk. There's a path that we have to go through to understand why things are the way they are now, why things was the way they were before, and how to make it all better and fair. You see what I'm saying? And I'm sharing this with y'all because, real talk, I want y'all to spread the word. I want y'all to make sure this video go viral. I don't even ask for things like that. I don't care if I can get 1 view, 100 views, 1,000 views, 10,000 views, 100,000 views, or whatever. I don't care. But this video is bigger than just me. I'm just a vessel delivering the message, but it's bigger than just me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So now for my final thought on the being a critic versus being a gamer is when you look at Metacritic, and people would look at a Metacritic score and be like, oh, this game got a 75. It must, I ain't buying it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people rip apart Drive Club. I've seen people rip apart Destiny. I've seen people rip apart Knack. I've seen people rip apart Rise. I've seen people rip apart so many games. So many games. And in my mind, when I think about where we came from in games and where we at today, if you was more of a gamer instead of being a critic, you will realize that the things that you're criticizing, a lot of it is not even worth criticizing. And if you're going to critique something, provide suggestions and show developers that you're on the side too. So if they do make it better, they can have good energy behind them to make it better, so we could be even more happier. Every game ain't hot. Every game ain't great. Yeah, sure, a lot of games got problems. They do. But it's the way you go about it that shows them, that shows us, that shows everyone that we still are together. As opposed to being an asshole and being a bitch about it and nitpicking over every little thing, and you don't even know how to do the things that you're nitpicking against. Like, it's just so ironic to me. But being a critic versus being a gamer, which one are you? And take time out to think about that. Because if you're a gamer, when you do critique something, you can critique it in a way where it's helpful and you don't have to be an asshole about it. If you're a critic, then that means you're not even part of the culture and you're just talking because you got a mouth to open without having anything positive or meaningful or helpful to deliver, because you don't even understand the culture. You worse than Lindsay Lohan in that point. Real talk. Now, to wrap this up, I want to wrap it up with a question, and I will put this on Twitter too, but I want to put this in my video. My next question is this. I want everyone that's watching this video, name your favorite game that you would cut school for, or cut work for, take a day off of work for, or maybe a week off or a couple of days off. But name your favorite game, whether it came out already, whether you did this already, or whether you're anticipating a game to come out, whatever it is. Name a game that you are willing to cut school for, or name a game that you'll take a day off of work for, whatever it is. Name that game. Leave it in the comment section. I'm going to also tweet that out and all that other stuff and see the response. But my goal here is for all of us to just have fun, enjoy games, and remember why we love games in the first place. That's first and foremost. Everything else, let that come in the back burner. You know what I'm saying? But let's first remember why we love games in the first place. And only then will game journalism as a whole if we create that new standard that made us love games in the first place. What we see happening, this is going to be for another video, but what we see happening with Destiny, how so many people was trying to shit on that game, yet they can't stop playing the game, and people are re-reviewing and re-reviewing and re-reviewing this game, and now people's like, yo, I love this. It's all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Destiny should be a lesson learned on a game just being fun to play, that plays great. There's maybe some things you don't like about it. Hey, that's cool. Every game ain't gonna be perfect. That's cool. But it's your approach to it. If you love gaming, if you love playing video games, when you approach them and you see something wrong, you be like, you know what, dang, if they would have did this, it'd have been better. You know what, let me send them a message saying, hey, look, yo, BioWare, or hey, look, yo, EA, I think the game is hot, but this part right here is a little annoying because of this. If you guys did that, or maybe think about doing it this way, I'm telling you, I think you get a better response and stuff like that. Maybe you should try it. If you don't, it's cool. I still love the game, but this is just my advice. That is love. That is respect. That's showing support. But if you want to be a person saying, oh, this game sucks, it should cost $2, oh, it ain't shit, you ain't shit. How about that? You know what I'm saying? All right, so that was me wrapping it up. But look, I'm passionate about this, you know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about games, but I'm passionate about people. I'm passionate about life. I'm passionate about love. I'm passionate about us coming together. You know what I'm saying? To do something better and bigger that's bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to say thank y'all for the support. It's your boy HipHopGamer, one love. You can catch me on hot97.com. My Twitch is hot97HipHopGamer. My Twitter and my Instagram is HipHopGamer. Xbox One is Real HipHopGamer, and PSN is Real-HipHopGamer. Make sure you follow me. Please subscribe to the channel if you like what you see and like what you hear. This is real. This is raw. Ain't nobody else gonna give it to you like how I'm gonna give it to you. I'm the realest. You know how I get down. For real. My passion is on a whole nother level. Nobody never seen journalism like this before. Bottom line. Alright? So look, thank y'all for the support. I'm out. Peace.